In this challenge, we had to make a 6 by 12 inch car, and it had to get over an 8-foot ramp with a tennis ball on it. We had a $20 budget, and we had to have at least 3 digitally fabricated items.
You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Okay. Give it some gravity.
Yeah.
Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see.
We just give them the top right here, and then we just like flip the switch. And then
So these two will be.
You were only waiting for this moment to be free.
Our first brainstorm idea is to have 2 hooks on the ramp, one on the car and one on the metal
Like the
bar that
top.
comes out, and attach a rubber band like on the 2 hooks. And once we place the car
We
down,
pull the car back and then release it so it'd go up on the ramp, and then the rubber band would let go and it'd use gravity to fall down the rest of the ramp.
And then here's like there'd be, if it was a square, and then there'd be like a nail here and here, nail here, nail.
Blackbird fly.
just attaching the motors here, like on the tip, and like have like the thing stick out here, and the wheels be right there.
like where would the ball go? Right, the ball would be right here, and then you would build a wall for that the ball, so that you would keep.
Learn to
It
fly.
has the hole. You put like a thing in it.
And it's
Sticks like that.
You were only waiting for this moment to arrive.
The motor would have this glued-in gear, and it would make this gear spin the opposite way, which is connected to the base through this straw, and the straw would just stay intact while this would spin, making the car move.
Singing in the dead of night.
So we're designing some hooks on Tinkercad to connect to our car and also the other end of the track. So we're going to connect a rubber band to both of them so it'll slingshot forward.
For this moment to arise.
Are we doing the puppet or do you just want to just put a slot and then would that be technically considered?
Okay, so I went on Tinkercad and I found this little car seat model, and I thought, wow, that's really cool. And we want to basically modify it so there's like little rubber band seat belts for the tennis ball. And I'm also going to modify it so that there's a crevice for the tennis ball. So I had to measure the circumference of the tennis ball to be able to make a hole big enough for it. And now I'm going to use C equals pi d to eventually get the diameter and then the radius. So.
Gears will work out fine because then we're just gonna have to drill through.
And we can get
Yeah.
Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly. Into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
What are they? Motors on each axle, and we put them on opposite ends because the weight of the motors is quite heavy for the wood. So the reason we put it on opposite ends is to balance the weight out.
Singing in the dead of
We're gonna
Is this way? This way? It's like it's going this way, so it's not.
your life.
So we're just done designing the wheels. As you can see, there's 4 wheels. They all have the same radius, so our axle can fit through it.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see.
All right, so we're building our cars that go up this ramp up here, and the car works really well when it's on the flat ground. but as soon as we put it on the hill, the amount of torque from these little engines is not enough. So we need to rethink our design.
Maybe we can use this. We can take it off here, glue it to the sides, and then place these like more close to the end, and place these on the sides. So before, our problem with our vehicle was that we had too much weight, so it wasn't moving when we tested it. So to reduce the amount of weight and keep the ball in place, we created this little system with a rubber band that holds it down and then without a ball.
Into the light of the dark black night.
Trying to do so the cable is not connected very well, so when the motor moves, the vibration just knocks the cable down. That causes the motor stop running. And secondly, the gear on this side is not that smooth, so when two gears come together, they tend to separate it from each other, and that's caused the
All your life.
So we found out that there was a lot of friction when the wheel kept on spinning. So what we're going to do is put tape over here just to make sure that the stick over here and the motor are connected together.
You were only waiting.
So we've been doing a lot of trial and error. We originally started with these wheels, and now we're moving to these bigger wooden wheels. Just because we had struggles with weight, so we figured a bigger wheel would have more torque.
So right now we're gonna test our car to see if it has enough power, and then if it doesn't, we have a backup plan, which involves the same motor but just used differently.
All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive.
So after testing, we found that our motors weren't enough power to they didn't generate enough power to get the car from this end to that end, so we decided that we're going to use sort of like a pulley system just to give it a little extra boost of power.
If it gets across, you don't want that thing to hold it back. You need to transfer it.
Blackbird fly. Blackbird.
These pieces of dowel are going to raise it above this part so that the gears can work smoothly.
What we found when we tested our car is that there wasn't enough weight in the back. So what we did is we attached the weight on the back to test run it, and what happened was when it slingshotted, it got caught. So we don't know what to do with our chair, so we were thinking, what if we put it under the car?
Blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night.
Second propulsion system to make sure our car actually makes it to the mark. We're going to be using a mouse trap, and we're setting it backwards, and as it's pulled this way, it will rotate the wheels and act as a propulsion system.
Wings and learn to fly.
So we had before this on top of a piece of wood, but it was too heavy, so we took the wood out and put rubber bands to hold this on to test it. And it worked before, but then it crashed into a wall and things aren't lined up with rubber bands. So we're going to hot glue things so that they are lined up, and then it should work and be a bit lighter.
Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly.
So we just tried our car, and it wasn't powerful enough. The motor, it just couldn't get it over the hill. So we think that if we change the batteries, we might have a better chance, and it'll be more powerful.
Blackbirds singing in the dead of
So what we were finding when we test run our cart is that the axle would hit against the restraining piece of wood, and it would cause it to flip backwards and let loose the tennis ball. So what we designed was a little bumper, which was just some laser cutted pieces of wood that we glued to the axle holder and put some foam on in front so that it would soften the impact.
fly into the light of the dark black night.